negligible and didn't do anything to me at all.
Wear your tabard with pride. Sure. Oh, snap. I get a battle mace. Why is that mace cooler than what I have? Wait, why the hell did it do that?
Do what?
It's like on fire.
No, because that's the way the Doomhammer is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be two of them.
But it's on fire.
Well, because, like, Enhancement Shamans are supposed to dual wield, but the Doomhammer is only a single weapon. So that's what it creates in your other hand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember that. Also, the Doomhammer doesn't make you a shaman.
Hey, how you doing?
Makes you a warrior.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
But-
that's one thing I hated.
Yeah, because I remember Blackhand had it, and it didn't make him a shaman.
Orgrim Doomhammer had it as well. That's one thing I hated. Warlords of Draenor, it didn't have Orgrim Doomhammer, did it?
No, I forget, when did he, they forget a bunch of people, man.
He serves under Blackhand. He was a war chief.
Yeah, it feels good to be out in the open water again.
I'm sure
Yeah, but this is before that.
Orgrimmar had nothing to do with it.
He was Doomhammer's right-hand man in this first war.
And
And
Yeah,
and Durotan's best friend.
That assumes we're going to make it.
They forgot that.
They have so much cool stuff. Durotan has like one of my favorite fights in the books.
Demons covering the whole island.
Already? How'd they get so many here so fast?
I got a feeling we're going to find out.
These are the worst accents I've ever
Alright,
heard.
Horde troops, this is your stop. A beach lined with demons.
I forgot to pick a profession.
Now.
If you want my advice,
Engineering, got it.
the both gathering.
Who makes mail?
Leatherworkers?
What's that ahead?
All looks like trouble.
Nah, that's a rogue thing. I would do inscription with this chick.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, none of the stuff is gonna matter until you're max level, so doing it now won't do anything. You're gonna have to start Shadowlands inscription anyways, so you might as well pick a different profession that'll help you level faster.
Do I have a quest? Just assault the Broken Shore?
It looks like our reinforcements have arrived.
Thrall, why are you so jacked, bro?
We don't got much beach left.
Is that when he has a different model?
When he's bald.
There's only one way out of this one.
Oh my god, Vol'jin's alive.
Listen up.
What?
There's only one way off of this beach, and it be through all those demons ahead of us. But they don't know who they be dealing with. Let's show them what it means to be hard. Keep them away from the spires. There's something odd about the crystals surrounding that spire.
I am out of range.
Two places at once. Big for them crystals! We're gonna see if
Too
your
far
hunch is
away.
right.
I need to target
They must
something.
anchor it to this world.
I must get closer.
Two more to go!
Too far away. I do not have a target.
Ooh. These fights are not tuned for like item squish.
Yeah.
Look at this super rare elite get one-shotted.
I am out of
By a level, what level are you?
10. Guys, why are we scared of the Legion?
We almost got 'em! corpses will feed my hounds.
My level 60 could just AoE these guys to death.
Here's the thing I was thinking about. What if a lot of the expansions were like Cataclysm, where they affected so many fucking zones, because it would make more sense if they did that.
It would make more sense if they did that.
So like, imagine the Legion expansion, but it was like Cataclysm, where they were invading all over the goddamn place. BFA, where the war was actually happening, you could actually go see a battlefield or something.
Like
And like,
one thing I liked is when Legion was starting. If you're questing, randomly the Legion would drop in on you and like just kick your ass.
Hellfire rains from the sky. Look out!
Like you would just be walking and then like a UFO full of like demons would just fly over you,
With you again.
and then they would just like jump you.
it's pretty good.
Yeah. That's how that shaman got all that armor.
One way to the tomb. Are you ready? Let's get moving.
Because technically it's like fell armor. That's how the warrior got that armor too.
Yeah, because I remember trying to get good paladin or like fell armor on my paladin, on my warrior, when I was leveling him, because I leveled him through Legion.
I think that armor I have is like exclusive to those events.
Yeah, it sucks when they do that, but I get it. If you didn't play then, you didn't play then.
I don't get it because that's really good armor, and it's just gone now. That feels like a waste to me.
What?
Like I remember when I played Monster Hunter with Anthony. There's a lot of like exclusive like armor and like events and things like that, right? And he'd be like, "Yo, we got to play Monster Hunter because all this is happening, right?" And I'd be like, "No, it's cool. You see, Monster Hunter understands how much time it takes to kill like one monster because it can take like an hour, right? They're exclusive events right now, but if you wait, they're all just gonna be available in like a year. They're just everything's good. There's no rush. You'll get there.
Well, that's really bad too,
Why?
because
Well-
you don't know if you're going to be playing in a year, or if the game's going to be good, or like survive a year.
Oh, I'll keep playing in a year. Monster Hunter doesn't die.
It's about time you showed up.
It doesn't die.
You look like you could use a hat.
Too far away.
If I turn on a Monster Hunter stream right now, I would get more views than World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah, because less people are playing it.
Yeah, and
You heard
I
it.
think I have a fan base of
Okay.
Monster Hunter.
Let's go to browsing. Let's go to the live channels. Okay. World of Warcraft is second on second row. Let's go find Monster Hunter World, right? That's the last one that came out.
If it's top 20, I respect it.
Break the crystals.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's 10?
No. I'm counting each row.
Oh, okay. I was like, holy shit, it's up there.
Okay. So what did you say? Top 20? Top
I'll give
30?
it top 20.
No, it's not. WoW is on the second row. Each row is 10 games.
Okay. Where's Monster Hunter?
That's 30, 40,
Now, how did they manage to
50,
get so many demons here so quickly?
This invasion
60.
is unlike any
Really?
I've ever witnessed.
70,
I don't think we've seen the last of their surprise.
80,
Did you find it already and you're counting?
90. No, I'm
You're looking
100,
for it. Okay.
110,
The hundreds in the blink of an eye.
120.
And now we know how to
Exactly.
destroy them. It's them or us.
Hmm.
Let's get moving so we make sure it's not.
It's kind of way down there. Only 1,300 people are viewing it.
This is Argent Crusade
Let's look at the top
insignia.
3, which are the only people that have above 100.
Where's the rest of the crusade? They descended on us in seconds. Nowhere to run.
And no sign of Tyrion. We will find him. Horde Horde forces. Keep your eyes open for survivors. Rescue as many as you are able.
Yep. I mean, they're fighting a big monster.
It's a good game.
It looks like well, it looks like a T-Rex, but it's just kind of black and red.
Anjanath?
French, gotta get out of here.
Did you ever see the Monster Hunter movie?
Oh yeah, that came out, right?
I came in there ready to bitch. Where I was like, I'm not gonna like this movie because it's Paul W. Anderson or whatever. I was like, I had my nose up to it, and I came out, and I was like, all right, that was all right.
I am in your debt.
Its ending was kind of stupid, but
Was it like setting up for a sequel?
it was setting up to a sequel. But if you're gonna set up to a sequel to Monster Hunter, what would you do? Okay,
Another bigger monster just appeared.
let me give you a crux to the movie, right? I won't spoil it.
Where is Tyrion?
U.S. troops go to Monster Hunter World.
Oh, I hate that kind of premise.
Okay.
Okay.
If you're gonna make a part 2, bigger, better movie, what would you do?
Oh, since it's the Americans going to,
Yeah.
I would say more than likely, they come to America or you know, our world or whatever, because otherwise it doesn't matter.
Okay, you nailed it. That's exactly where it goes. I don't like that.
Well, yeah, because we have guns and fucking orbitals, like. Fucking
So apparently,
artillery.
guns and orbitals don't work on Monster Hunters. On monsters.
Why?
I don't know. They hit Diablos with like a 50 cal, and Diablos isn't even very strong, and he just shakes them off.
Okay, so then why does hitting it with a sword that's gonna hit it with less impact?
There is magic.
Oh, so it's a magic armor?
Magic.
Too far away.
Like she even like does like the bullshit like Monster Hunter, like the Demon Whirlwind. I don't know if you ever played Monster Hunter.
Nope.
There's this ability called Demon Whirlwind where if you put your daggers together, you can channel like the energy of like whatever monster it's carved from, and like you can light them on fire or put them on electricity or whatever, right?
I am in your debt.
Mm-hmm.
And
We must find Tyrion.
she does that. She's able to do that like by the end of the movie.
I am wounded,
Also,
but I
Hellboy's in it.
Oh, Ron Perlman?
Ron Perlman is in it.
There be retreated.
God, he's a billion years old now, isn't he?
He's a billion years old in the movie. He's like, oh yeah. Oh wait, I can't spoil it. Never mind.
Tyrion.
Holy shit, I'm at Tyrion already.
Get to throne.
I hate that they killed him. Like, out of all the people that could have survived against the Legion, they killed the one guy that probably could have lived.
Spirits
Probably the one guy who could have lived. And also, like, the Legion is his fight, but it's not his fight. Like, Tyrion should be up in North Ren, handling the undead. How'd he get here?
Because they needed Paladin. Like, Paladins are really... It just so happens that the Paladins are really good against demons, right?
Yeah, so...
Because they literally weren't created to fight
Mhm.
them. They were created to fight the undead.
Yeah.
Tyrion.
Gul'dan.
But I do hate that the Legion knew enough to kill him because they knew how strong he was.
Sure.
Trap. The light will protect me.
I bet you they don't even know his name.
You fool.
I bet you, according to the writers, they don't even know his name.
For the temple of
Ugh,
God.
you're probably right, and I hate that.
Pitiful light cannot reach you here. Legions have arrived just in time to watch you die. Destroy him. Light will.
I imagine like someone interviewing the writers, and they're like, "So is it like a tactical thing for the Burning Legion to go after the Crusade?" And then the writer goes, "No, no, no. This was to demonstrate that the Crusade was nothing to the Legion, and that they were that easily wiped out. They didn't even know who Fordreen was."
I hate that.
I bet you that's what it was. There was no tactics. The Legion doesn't use tactics.
Well, they don't need to half the time. They just need to use overwhelming numbers.
Overwhelming numbers. Just like Thanos.
He's heading your way, Windrunner.
He didn't use overwhelming numbers.
Yeah, it did.
It's time to show the Alliance how
The Chitauri.
He never used them. It was Loki that used those guys.
He used the Chitauri. That was like his primary fighting force.
Not in the movies.
Wakanda?
He never. That wasn't. That was his main force.
That's the Chitauri.
Yeah, but that army, the foot soldier army, that was Loki during the first one.
Yeah, they're called the Chitauri. They were Thanos' troops. Loki doesn't have an army. He was borrowing a piece of Thanos'.
Yeah.
He was working for Thanos.
It wasn't an overwhelming. He was invading. There's a difference.
Yeah. But like Thanos sent all of his army to Wakanda.
I cannot attack them.
Yeah.
Time to gloat, Rin.
The Chitauri.
We've got to stop the
And
attack before he
they
comes
met
back.
another army. That's not overwhelming force.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I mean, if Thor hadn't showed up, they would have lost.
We'll take
Okay, so I
care
figured
of
out this
your
better
father.
rotation for my rogue, and now I don't get touched. I think that's the problem with
Thank you.
the hunter. I was getting touched, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
And you.
So, also in Monster Hunter, it's a good movie. It's worth seeing. So I'm gonna kind of dance around it. I just want to say one more thing. In Monster
Was
Hunter,
Mario Dawson the main character in it?
no, it's Alice from Resident Evil, Mila Jovovich.
Oh, that's right.
Um, in Monster Hunter, the monsters you're fighting, aside from like the bigger ones, which are even not even that much bigger, are like the size of an elephant. In this,
It's not that big.
no, it's not. But that's how you can beat it with a sword,
Yeah.
right? In the movie, they are like, they are bigger than like passenger jets.
We hold them off. We have to.
Okay, that's how you do it. Yeah, I would say that's how you do it.
That's why 50 cal doesn't work on them.
I still find that that's stupid.
The combined forces of Azeroth.
If a dragon the size of a like
Kill him already.
U.S. military carrier ship, like a was it like a C-130 Hercules? The one that's like half the plane is like a cannon on the side. I don't know if a 50 cal could do too much to it.
Yeah, but we have a thing called I forget what that.
Anti-air.
Warthog? Yeah, we have a lot of things. We have options.
I believe that.
Pull Bane back to my position.
Well, here's another thing: is that they never bring up that the Monster Hunter world has guns.
It does.
Monster Hunter World has light chain guns and heavy chain guns.
Okay,
Which-
so let me ask you this:
Uh-huh.
What is it? Is it because the monsters are magical that they have protection against projectiles?
50-50.
Because then, why wouldn't they just have magic protecting them against swords? Also,
Because that's the whole essence of Monster Hunter, right? You're able to. The monsters are extremely durable. Bullets don't work on them, right? You kill a weak monster. You use its magical essence to beat a slightly stronger monster. Then you get a stronger monster. You make a weapon out of that. The weapons are made out of the bulletproof monsters. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So by the end of it, you have magically enchanted weapons. God, I just watched Vol'jin die like a bitch. I love you, Sylvanas. I hope you never turn evil.
She already did, but you know she's gonna be. I was good the whole time.
She was not evil here. Look at this eye. Look at her eyes.
You mean the the fucking red eyes?
There was love in these eyes. She was protecting the Horde.
She only did that because he was there. She's like considering it. She's like, I could just bail.
She's like, I'll take everyone with me.
I guess I'll call my Valkyr that should have been fighting with us the entire time.
Without the Horde, we'll be overrun.
You know what would be really sick?
Retreat.
If she was following the Alliance and like picking up their dead.
Get everyone to the gunship.
Everyone, fall back.
Like, wouldn't it be cool if like there was like a swing in military force? Because it's like, yeah, when we're fighting off the Legion, Sylvanas raised like 10,000 undead.
That means her force is the worst.
It would make her
Be-
force the worst, but wouldn't that start setting her up as like evil in the future? Especially like in the Shadowlands?
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
she would
No,
say,
no. What I meant by worst, I don't mean like the evilest.
Uh-huh.
I meant like if she doesn't have others to raise, her fighting force is actually the worst there is.
Yes, but if there are others to raise, she's the best there is. Varian didn't have to die here. You know, like 50 soldiers fell on that thing's head.
My son.
They all could have done the same thing he did.
No, they couldn't have.
They could have.
Because everyone else has white armor and white gear. He has a fucking legendary sword.
Oh, you think it was a sword?
Because that's what he hits it with. I hate that. I hate that. The only thing I don't like about
God.
assassin rogues
Uh-huh.
is that you have to use daggers. God, look at that. He one-shots that thing.
Yeah, he one-shot it.
And even he's like, damn. That was pretty good.
Oh my god, he's just styling on us. I was really... You know what would have made me drop Death Knight? If Shyamalan became a warrior weapon. Like the artifact.
Yeah. And you could either do arms or fury with it.
Yeah.
Be remembered as the king who sacrificed his life for nothing.
I actually hated the fucking warrior legendaries artifact weapons.
I don't even
Because,
remember what they were.
I forget what it is, but like I'm 100% certain that they added this lore after.
Mhm.
But the humans used to be barbarians, and I only remember the humans lore going back as far as the Troll Wars and never talking about anything before that.
Yeah.
And that's when the elves taught humans magic, right?
Oh yeah, I remember that now. Uh-huh.
But I don't remember them there being lore before that.
There was a little bit. They did make up a lot of bullshit artifacts.
Yeah, so I think
They did.
both. I think both the arms and the fury artifact weapon are both from some random bullshit like barbarian king that nobody's ever heard of, and I'm just like, who the fuck is this guy?
I think he's the one that we raised as a. Isn't he the one that we raised as one of the horsemen?
No, that's the guy from Stormguard or whatever. Stormguard.
No, the new one, Thessarian. You're talking about the old horseman. I'm talking about the new four with Whitemane and Nazgrim.
Yeah, there's one that's. Oh well, they did it during Legion. Is that they went to Stromgarde to raise Trollbane. Is one Trollbane's guy.
Trollbane. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That is a new one. Um, there's one that I didn't like with Death Knights. If you had to say Arthas was a Death Knight, what kind is he?
Frost.
He's Frost, right? Gee, if I were a Death Knight and I were going to get an artifact weapon and I was a Frost Death Knight, what weapon would I want?
Dual wielding.
Yeah, dual wielding. Fuck you, dude.
Oh, I'm right, aren't I?
Yeah, because they shattered Frostmourne and turned it into the Twin Princes, and I was like,
Yeah.
couldn't we just reforge Frostmourne and you give me Frostmourne so I can get my two-hand obliterate? But they were trying so hard to push two-hand, and they know they're wrong because now they've regressed on it and they made two-handing functional again.
Yeah, but it's not. It's
It's
not
still
the best.
non-optimal, but again, if it's like a 5% difference, what's it matter?
I think it's more than that.
No, it's less than that.
I serve the Horde. Do not grow old.
But I wanted Frostmourne so much, and in the quest line leading up to it, I was like, "Oh my god, they're gonna give me Frostmourne? No way!" And then we get there, and they're like, "You get 2 daggers."
Are they canonically daggers?
No, they're short swords. Yeah, because Frostmourne was a long sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had this discussion that it's a long sword. It's not a
Yeah,
two-hand
even
great
one-handed.
sword.
Yeah, so when you shatter it, the best you can get is 2 short swords. And I'm like, that's so... Because the Paladins got the Ashbringer.
I actually hate that.
You can't... Yeah, but you can't say it's like, oh, well, Frostmourne would be too OP. This dude is holding the Ashbringer, the sword
Yeah,
that broke
The
Frostmourne.
canonically is better than the Frostmourne.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what weapon I would have? I think I told you this. You know what weapon I would have preferred to had on the Paladin? Uther's hammer.
Uther's hammer, the silver hand.
Yeah.
Oh, the silver hand is such a good hammer. I know
But-
its name. How many like non-mainline characters do you know the names of their weapons?
Okay. So the thing about it is, I think the problem that they couldn't pick it was too alliancey.
In the end,
Like it has a big lion hammer on, like lion.
but the
motif on it.
Horde will
Yeah, the
live
Doom
on.
hammer has a big Frostwolf hammer.
Never trusted you.
Yeah, but
Nor would I have ever
it has enough.
imagined
The Frostwolf aren't the main thing of the Horde.
that you
The war chief, two
would be the one to save us.
war chiefs wielded Doom
The
hammers.
spirits have granted me clarity, a vision. They whisper.
And the Doom hammer was the symbol of the Horde for a while.
Not understand.
Not while they were fighting the Alliance.
You must step out of the shadows.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't until Thrall got it.
You must.
But it was like a symbol of Thrall's respect for the old ways.
Yeah, and why your people should repent in the desert and suffer.
Because if anyone can handle it, it's orcs. That's what he said. And he's right.
Yeah, but it's like 40 years. Can we move?
Wow, it's really weird that Lorthamar was in Vol'jin's funeral procession. Like, they couldn't get, trolls to hold him. They got, the leaders to hold him. I'm like, I imagine that's very respectful,
Is
but
dead.
it's strange.
They're the leaders, and he's their leader.
Yeah, alright.
Who among you?
I've never seen them up-resed on my high-resolution computer. Looks pretty nice. God, Sylvanas, you're so hot. I'm glad you'll never betray me.
In this timeline.
These are happier times.
I don't. Okay, I just noticed this.
Hmm.
In that entire procession of like the horde, they didn't show a single fucking troll, and it's like, you do know who died, right?
It was a troll.
You're a troll, right? You couldn't put trolls in the thing. I mean, I'm not saying they're the best, but I'm just saying, you know, you have other races other than Orc and Tauren.
They're not very smart. They drop the ball a lot.
Azeroth must not fall.
They get a lot of sweeping general things. Okay.
Yeah.
But the finer details.
If we do not leave,
Ugh.
Lord Illidan knows the way.
Oh, this girl's playing with fire. I forgot we get attacked at Illidan's funeral. Not at Illidan's, at Vol'jin's funeral.
Oh yeah, that's how the alliance happens too.
And instead of like helping us, I mean they do help us eventually, but one of the demon hunters just comes up to you and she's like, "Hey, we're completely surrounded by demons right now. Just thought you should know that. All right, bye."
Yeah, that's how the alliance happens too.
You guys are dicks. Demon hunters are way too edgy for their own good, and I'm a death knight. Damn, this goblin was taking an infernal and a fucking fell lord. Fucking bruisers, man.
May the Earth Mother smile upon you.
Too far away.
What's another weapon that got like missed out?
I must get close.
You know what would have been good with the artifact weapons?
What's up?
If they used less artifacty weapons and used more like legendary hero weapons. Like Silverhand would have been perfect, right? Because there's nothing innately magical about it. It's just a famous hammer, you know? Because when you start using things like Frostmourne and the Ashbringer and everything, it's just...
Yeah.
We don't deserve this.
Also, like the Frostmourne, even if it's like a fraction of it, like it caused...
It almost
it
ended
caused
the
a
world.
war. Like it was like a terrible thing that happened. Like that thing should be melted down and destroyed.
Like if... All right, Frodo, hear me out. Hear me out. Let's split the ring in two and use it to fight Sauron.
No, it's caused so many problems.
It's caused
It is
so
the
many
problems. It's caused the most problems, dude.
Come on, Frodo. It's me, Sam, your best buddy. I would never. Come on, Frodo. When you needed to get carried up that mountain, who did it? Me. Because I needed a favor to pull on you at the last second. So I carried you up the mountain. Now I'm cashing in this favor. We split the ring. Potato.
Ah, that's a good scene.
Mash them, boil them, stick them in your ass.
Sauron is under siege, hero. The Legion intends to knock us out of the sky.
Those movies are great. They hold up so well. They're fucking masterpieces.
I have a plan. A horribly dangerous plan.
You're making your stand
but
here.
a plan nonetheless.
I mean, you're not gonna fight me on it.
No.
Okay, I will say it like this: The Fellowship of the Ring. That's a fucking masterpiece. The other two are amazing movies.
I forgot that I made like 3 extra bags because I thought we were gonna level shamans together.
Um,
But you already got them on your rogue, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so. Huh. I remember seeing this thing where it's like Tolkien said the real hero wasn't Frodo, it was Sam. Like that's Tolkien's opinion, and I love that.
Yeah, what did he say about it though?
Um, that it was Frodo. Frodo's journey would have never been made if without Sam's help or something like that,
Yeah.
and that
Oh, and oh yeah, Sam.
The dark
It
times
was Frodo's duty, but
Yeah.
Sam volunteered.
yeah, that's what it was. And I was like, that's really good. And I love that that's Tolkien's opinion. Like you can't argue with it. I also didn't know that he wrote all the languages in the book before he wrote the book.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, he wrote all the languages, and then
Oh yeah, I think he's the historian and the linguist, right, or something like that.
yeah, he's got a few things going on.
Also, most of those languages just aren't complete. I remember that.
That's true. He even made like the language for like the Treants, which I don't even understand how.
The fate of our world hangs in the balance.
I mean, I imagine if you were a linguist, you could probably figure out how to make language.
Citizens of Azeroth! Today is the day we turn the tide.
That's true.
Today is the day.
Oh my God, they had the dragon aspect here, teleporting Dalaran. Malagos, I forgot his name.
Oh, Khadgar or Chrome. I forgot his stupid fucking name.
Calicos.
Caligos, yeah. But was he? What has he been doing since he took over in Wrath? Nothing.
Fucking Jaina.
Not being good enough.
Yeah, wanting to.
Yeah, because like,
Which is really funny because there's a moment where she wanted it, but the ship sailed. The ship sailed literally.
yeah,
She
it's just like, man, if a fucking dragon aspect isn't good enough for Jaina, you wrote a bad woman.
I mean, she was in love with like a king.
She was in love with multiples.
Does
Because-
does the other count?
No. I think she did have a thing for Kel'Thuzad, not Kel'Thuzad. Fuck, what is it? How do you say his name? The Blood Elf King. Kel'Thuzad. Kel'Thas.
Kel'Thas, the
Kel'Thas.
guy
Yeah,
in the raid.
yeah. He wanted her.
Imagine like God, everyone you date turns into a raid boss.
Even you. Alright, so does that mean canonically Jaina's one of the hottest women on the planet if all of these fucking lore people wanted her?
No. No, I think she's one of the most available women. Like when she was first growing up, or not growing up, starting up, she was very like romantically active due to the writers.
Well, yeah.
It was
'Cause
always like
that's-
anywhere Jaina was going, she was trying to get some dick.
Yeah, because I won't say it was because it's all these dudes writing a female character. It's just they were writing a female character for a video game,
Mm-hmm.
which is different from writing like a man writing a female character for a book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there's some great female characters in the book.
Yeah, but those are also written by women too.
Well, I always liked Thrall's sister, Taretha.
He has a sister?
Yeah, Thrall has a sister.
What does she do?
She gets her head chopped off.
That's pretty cool.
She's
Not
human
gonna
too.
lie, I expected that. I don't know why I expected that, but I expected that.
That's the one that I tell you that Thrall was like the most powerful person on the planet at one time, because he became so angry and he was so one with the elements that the elements were like, if you want to snap this planet in half, we got you, bro.
Oh, wasn't it? Yeah, but wasn't it? What's her name? Like a human girl?
Yeah, it was his sister.
Yeah, because they were raised together or something like that, right?
The adopted sister.
Oh, I can fly here. Fuck this place.
So we were talking about the Maelstrom earlier, and right now I'm talking to Thrall, and he goes, "Can you meet me at the Maelstrom?" And I'm like, "What do I not remember?"
Oh, that's because you're playing a fucking shaman, you idiot. He's gonna take you to your shaman hideout.
Over here, shaman. We've no time to lose.
Oh, that's what it is. So I have to do all this before I can even.
It's a
Before you can
monster
even.
there. All around the world, our forces fall.
I don't think so, because that's definitely different.
The way Ratan is around, Azeroth will fall.
Look, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm here just for the Nightborn. I heard the men are long and tall, and well, let's just say orcs are short and girthy, and I want to change of scenery. Brendan, are you making this one a hoe too?
The greatest shaman in the world, or God.
Oh yeah, I forgot she was a female.
I like to think she has pride, but she's searching. She's not easy. But everyone is a suitor until they prove otherwise. She's like, I had you sized up when you walked into the room. Not impressed.
Is it weird that I believe that certain classes fit better with certain genders?
Let's go class by class.
Come closer and speak.
Paladin,
Uh,
male.
Yeah. No, I think to me they can go 50-50 mainly because they're infused power.
Lady Leodrin.
It just needs
Yeah.
a little.
Like they get additional power from the light.
This world will fight.
Warrior, always male, unless they're a night elf, which is but they abandoned that right before the game came out, so they could be more open. I guess I don't know.
Mhm.
I would say hunter could go either way too.
Okay.
I believe rogue women make better rogues though,
Yep, women make better rogues.
because I think almost all of the famous rogues are all women.
Mage.
No, there are a couple of men that are famous, like Ronan. I can't think of another one. Oh,
Medivh. Khadgar.
yeah, Medivh and
Khadgar.
Medivh's dad.
Sargeras?
No, Medivh's like actual like human father.
I'm not wrong when I say Sargeras.
No, you weren't. That's why I had to clarify his human father.
I don't remember his name.
He was like.
Kara?
I hate that they. Well, he's a boss in
I hate that they retconned it and made Agwyn a good person.
Yeah.
Your master has not won yet.
I
'Cause
think
I-
it's dumb that they do that.
Because they don't want like a bad female character or whatever. It's like,
Well, they don't want. Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't think that she was a bad female character. I love that she was cocky and full of herself.
Well,
I-
I mean, yeah. I don't understand why they get rid of that part when she literally refused to give up her. She was so arrogant and cocky that she wouldn't. She literally was just like, I will pick my own successor, and it will be my son.
Yeah. The one that always made me love her, actually, was I'm so powerful, I'm going to 1v1 Sargeras. I'm not going to tell anyone that this epic battle happens. Oh no, I screwed up. I'm still not going to tell anyone. Because I don't want
Yeah.
my reputation ruined. Like, she lost to her own hubris.
The elements call.
Yeah. Okay, Warlock. Warlock could be either also.
Yeah, I usually associate Warlock with male though.
Yeah, because like the biggest one is Gul'dan.
Well, no, I just feel like the concept of like fucking like domination at a stupid cost is very male.
Yes.
Because like what you have to give up to be a warlock is like really ugh. Oof.
The Doomhammer.
Like your soul, damnation, you lit on fire. Don't worry, Thrall, I have the Doomhammer in my hand.
The Legion will
I have
stop
two.
at nothing. We must not lose hope.
So Thrall. This is me pretending I'm a shaman as a Thrall.
This is our darkest hour.
The Doomhammer is so
Lead us on
famous
quickly. Speak
that
with your
even
lord.
Alliance shamans know about it. So why don't you try to make a Doomhammer from Azeroth? Because you
Huh.
know,
How about an Azerite Doomhammer?
yeah. Because it also the Doomhammer was forged by a warrior and given to another warrior.
Mm-hmm.
The Doomhammer fell somewhere below.
Is it
Hold on.
even meant for shamans?
No. No, in fact, no shaman had ever wielded the Doomhammer until Thrall, and the only reason it became a shaman weapon was because Thrall was like, "What the hell is this thing made of?" And they go, "Oh, it was forged from the core of Draenor." And he's like, "There's like powerful earth elementals in this hammer," and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool," and that's it.
Yeah, the only thing I've seen that makes it like super, I would say,
We'll have to split up.
magical, right? Otherwise, it's just a big hammer. Is that like every once in a while, like Thrall will hit it on the ground,
Mhm.
and it starts glowing.
Sometimes.
Shaman, you must seek out the
I think he's only done it like 2 or 3 times.
She is quick to we should meet back up at Therazane's throne once we know more. Good luck to both of you.
Hey, Thrall, why are you sending me to get your hammer instead of like you going? Hero, I need you to go get my hammer. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna wait here for you to go get it.
No wonder you're not war chief anymore. As you walk away.
Ah, yes. You greenskins definitely have fallen. I'm glad I'm still Makar.
Oh, they only mentioned that like once or twice in fucking Warlords. I'm like, wouldn't it blow your fucking mind if you just like was just like, hey, I'm here to help, and it's just like this fucking like bright green human, and it's not paint, it's the way he is.
What if they were blue? What if it was a woman
That would be weird.
with tig old bitties,
I couldn't stop.
like the one that I sent to you,
Yeah, that's pretty good. No, but what I'm talking about
and
is
elf
just like
ears, and she's like, "Hey, I'm here to save your world. I need your help."
all day, every day girl.
You just lick your hand and slick your hair back, and you're like, "What do you need?"
No, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Like, they
I'm
don't
kind of a
freak
hero.
out. They don't freak out that Thrall is like fucking bright green.
You overreact, Terran.
I think it's because they know in Warlords, because there are a couple of green orcs. Hold on.
Whenever there is trouble, the flesh is not far away.
No, but the Frostwolves had not seen him.
Mm-hmm.
I am listening. until we meet again.
Damn, this lady's relentless.
And I will listen.
Oh, the
is
Earth
your
Mother?
shield.
Yeah. Damn, I'm not gonna get a weapon for like 50 levels.
Nope.
Don't you have to level them, the artifacts?
Yeah, you have to put I don't know now because I haven't leveled in Warlords in forever. Or not Warlords, the Legion.
This is gonna be shitty.
Yep. What happened? Like, you know what's worse? I think I'm pretty sure your heirlooms are gonna be better the whole time.
Oh yeah, I'm not even gonna switch. If I can get this done by level 35, I'm going to Pandaria. You know what? I have to show you a Bud Light commercial. I think you've seen it. But that's all I can think of when I think of blue skin ladies. I wonder if you know which one I'm thinking of.
No. Who the fuck am I supposed to be in here?
It's called Close Encounters. I love it. This was a Super Bowl commercial, and it was amazing. Maybe it wasn't, actually. Hang on. It might have just been a football season commercial. It's called Close Encounters. It is a Bud Light commercial. And we got to sync up on this one, so let me know.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm in the middle of fighting. Put her in the corner. Where did you post it?
I thought I posted in Discord. Oh, I posted it. let me delete that. Only because there's no reference. Okay, now I'm putting in Whisper.
Alright, ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, go.
In order to save our civilization, we must schmaplicate with a male of your species. In exchange, we offer this.
Schmeplicate? Bud Light?
How did you just abandon the girls?
You just run.
Good time. It's just right taste of Bud Light.
The guys are gone! Here we go!
You just fucking bolt. The day we meet a race of beautiful blue-skinned alien women.
They're not even blue, but they're
It's the concept.
yeah, I know what you mean. Here, check this out. This has nothing to do with anything. It was just like I've seen this before, and it's pretty good.
Oh, is this the one with the clown?
Yeah, the tactical clowns.
I love it, man. I watch this like once a week.
Have you seen his show or that series he did?
I've seen clips of it, but I've never actually watched it.
It takes like 5 minutes.
I just love the line, like the chorus of the song, I am the wire, but I'm not tripping. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's such a good one. I am the wire, but I'm not tripping.
All right, do you want to sync up on that one or no?
Oh, I'm already watching it.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna watch it then.
I just went straight into it because I'm like, it's so good. I'll sync up on it.
All right,
All right.
ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I also love the setup to it.
I must get closer.
The like, how they get there.
Yeah, they throw him. They throw the vampire off the thing.
Yeah, and he's like, I've escaped, and they're like into our trap.
I like his design because he's not like in a suit. He has like a bolo on.
Yeah, he's like a little. He's not a suit vampire. He's a aristocrat, maybe.
Eye on the wire, but I won't trip it. Eyes on the prize, or you might miss it. Keep it in the neat dice temple, don't spill it. Use the
Have you seen the comments where he names them all?
What do you mean?
All of the clowns have names.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they do because I do understand that they're characters, and like apparently like they have like little like relationships between each other as well.
Yeah, so the front two are brother and sister.
Yeah.
When I first saw this, I was just like, I know he's gonna throw her off the thing.
It's so obvious. I also think like the anime flip kick through the bridge, not over the bridge. He like kicks through it.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's pretty sick.
Too far away. I need
Yeah, he named them. I forget what they named them, but they're like, it's Big J, Captain J. Fuck, I forgot the other ones.
Baby J,
Basically,
Fat J.
closer.
yeah, they're all
J.
named J. High on the wire, but I won't trip it. It's a long way down, high on the wire, but I won't trip it. Eyes on the prize, or you might miss it.
I always feel good when I hear like good like words in music.
I am out of range.
And like now I'm thinking about it, it's like what are some good songs, what are some good lyrics in music that just make me go, fuck yeah. One I can think of
Okay, go.
yeah, one I can think of off the top of my head is the song Roro Fight Your Power, Fight the Power
I must get closer.
from
That's
Gurren
not
Lagann.
fair. That's Japanese. You can't. That's not fair.
Do the impossible, think the unthinkable, Roro Fight Your Power.
Yeah.
Break the unbreakable,
Too far away.
stop the unstoppable, Roro Fight the Power. I'm like, oh, it's so good.
So there are two that I'm like, that I remember. One's a Weezer song,
Uh-huh.
Out of range.
and the other one's a Red Hot Chili Pepper song.
Yeah. All right, what's the Weezer?
I don't know the whole lyric or the whole song, but I remember
Just
it.
do the line, because I'm thinking more like solid lines. It can be whole songs, but
You are the angel, and I am the one praying.
ooh,
Or I think it's reverse. It's I'm the one praying, and you're the angel, or
Ooh.
you're my angel, or something like that.
ooh, that's
Out of range.
solid. That's gonna get you something tonight.
Yeah. The other one I'll link it to because it's just the way how it's sung, not the line itself. You know what I mean?
Too
Mhm.
far away. I need to target something first. I must get closer.
I'm trying to think of more. Right off the top of my head, I can't.
Here, I'll send it to you. If you want, we can sync up on this.
Yeah, let me go ahead and. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Not like it.
I don't think it's gonna let me go to Suramar. At the end of the day, I don't think it's gonna let me go to Suramar.
Why don't you just look it up and see what you have to do?
Yeah, let's see. Suramar is one of the legendary corner outside of that Suramar. Patchstone. Access, unlike any other Legion zone, the Suramar is exclusive to 110.
Oh, that's old. This hasn't been updated then.
Yeah. In patch 7.1, we're on 8, right? 8.0?
9. 9.5.
9.5. Oh shit, you're right. Alright, Shadowlands.
Just put Suramar 9.0 or something like that. I think I looked it up. That's why I knew it was like 500 quests.
I think you have to be at least level 40. It starts at level 20. It starts at level 20. It starts at level 40, and it takes 20 hours to complete.
That's a long time, man.
I mean, I have to get her max level anyway. That's the only like silver lining, right? It's like I have to level her eventually.
The shaman at the Temple of Earth know nothing.
And I will
It does kind of suck though, because that means I could have leveled the high mountain.
The Legion will stop at nothing.
go now.
I mean, there's nothing saying you can't.
No, I said that wrong. When I got the high mountain, I could have done Suramar at the same time.
Oh.
That's what I mean.
Well, no,
But-
because for High Mountain, you need all of High Mountain to zone.
Okay, I'm gonna do the scenario and call it a night because there's a lot to go. By the way, we didn't even talk about like canceling D&D today.
I kind of figured it was gonna happen.
When I heard that Tarfleet wasn't coming, I was like, yeah, I doubt Roman's coming.
Watch yourself! More imps! I am out of range!
Man, my
They're hiding in the dust!
my rogue is already gonna be 59 or 39.
I require a target!
And I don't even feel it.
I do not
With the rogue, it was kind of like man, I'm really glad I'm living with you, because otherwise it would suck.
Oh, the hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
keep your eyes on Thrall. He's wounded. He's likely to kill himself too far away. And I don't want to be the one who has to tell his wife. I need to target something first.
Is Thrall bleeding?
Watch it! That thing's corrupted by the bell! Kill it!
I didn't know Thrall bled green.
It's the color of their blood, why wouldn't he?
Run through by a
It's the color of
knight's
his
lance
skin.
during the liberation of the last orc. We've got to keep moving. Guess
He still has the demon blood in him. Didn't go anywhere.
He never drank it.
He was born of it.
Hammer is not merely a weapon,
I like that Thrall's wounded and he just walked through like
a symbol
AoE
of
fire.
hope, of power. Proof
Oh, this
I
isn't
mean-
Thrall's
individual
blood.
can change the world.
Look, there he is!
Oh, okay, it's Fell blood. Okay.
What is this sorcery? This hammer, I must claim it for my masters.
Shaman, we can't let that weapon fall to the wrong hands. I'll distract them. You grab the Doomhammer. No time to argue.
Go grab the Goom Hammer.
You there! Me bird crap scarier demons than you.
Hey, you.
Come get some.
The Doomhammer! Get the Doomhammer! Prove your power as a shaman!
I cannot attack that target.
I think poisoning a water elemental is just brutal.
Why?
Just because of like, you just basically gotta splash it on them, and then they're like fucked.
Its last master! I will bring down this whole cavern!
What song was that you were talking about? By the Killers?
Uh,
Story world from within. Legion.
I think I'm done, Shaman.
all these things that I've done.
The tunnel for me.
It's a really good song.
May the ancestors watch over you.
When there's nowhere else to run, is there room for one more song?
That I never tapped into. I must go my own.
Come, let's go. With heroes like you, we just might have a prayer of saving this world.
Bullshit!
Maelstrom.
Oh, I really like that other song they did, When You Were Young.
When you were young. The first Killer song I ever heard was
Do you remember
Somebody
that one?
Told Me,
Oh yeah, yeah. Do you remember?
Mr. Brightside.
No, the VMAs where they had the Killers and that other band Face Off.
No.
There is a MTV Music Awards where they had the Killers face off of basically like a battle of the bands kind of thing, but I can't remember what the other band was.
I don't think I'm really much of a presenter. I was out.
God, When We Were Young is so good. I had to remember what song that was. Fuck!
When we were young.
Yeah. Oh, that song took me back hard.
Yeah.
My first girlfriend ever, and this was in middle school, so like when I was in middle school, that was like 2006, so like the peak of that rock alt emo. Not rock, rock, because that's separate. But like that angst emo, that was my like middle school, high school phase. Man, me and her used to just jam out to the Killers and System of a Down, Green Day, MCR. Oh,
I know all those except for MCR. I don't know.
My Chemical Romance.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Fall
Alright,
Out
I'm gonna
Boy.
listen to When We Were Young.
I'm gonna listen to When We Were Young also, but the studio version.
Oh, is that better than the
Performance?
music video?
I just like the song, but I want it cleaned up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The music video is long, so I'm gonna go with the album version. 3 minutes and 46 seconds.
I was born to fly.
We stand at the precipice of oblivion, but we do not stand alone.
I don't know why the music video hits me too, because it's just like, man, these Mexicans, and I'm like, I'm Mexican, and I'm like, I'm 100% not that Mexican, but I'm like, I should feel some kind of connection towards this.
I remember 2020. No, 60 Minutes had a news story on the Killers, and they were doing volunteer work in Africa.
Uh huh.
And the news story was about like how they were like helping these like starving kids, like handing out food and helping them like build homes in Africa and stuff. And the tagline of the 2020 article, or not 60 Minutes article, was, "This is the story of the killers saving lives in Africa." And I was like, it's so good. Because it's the killers saving lives.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I was like, oh. I always thought the Killers were really underrated because if you ever talk to people about the Killers, everyone knows a song from them, but no one ever talks about them.
Man, that's a really cute Mexican girl.
Oh, you're watching the music video? Fast forward 2 minutes, I kind of the idea of what to do.
Yeah, I love it because it's about like a girl finding a guy, and she's super religious, and you're like, he's nothing like Jesus.
God, that song's so fucking good. When you were young. Dang, she's Mexican as fuck. It's like Pocahontas. So to people who
She
don't
looks super young too.
So to
compared
people who
to the
don't
dude.
understand this reference, real Native American, not real Mexicans, like Mexico Mexicans, have a lot of Native American blood because they're the mixture of
Yeah.
the Spanish conquistadors and Native Americans. So they come out looking really Aztec, like. That's why when you get like blonde hair, blue eyed, like Mexican people, like typically in Monterrey, they like have a lot of Spanish blood in them. Ooh, that was some rowdy kissing.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh shit, I thought that was her. Oh no!
Yeah.
That shocked me. Oh! Oh, and that chick kept kissing. Oh no.
Yeah, it's not.
Nah, bro, you messed up. She's gone. Let her go, bro.
Yeah.
What second are you at?
4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay, so I'm like a whole minute behind you.
Yeah. Apparently this is shot in reverse.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, so she forgives him? I've had that shower. You know you fucked up and you gotta wash off the shame. Or not the shame, the hatred.
It's the bright side. Old song. I'm gonna listen to all the things I've done. Oh, that's a really nice
The cowboy?
Jeopardy or Asian girl.
Alright, I gotta start with you.
All right, all the things.
The cowboy one, right?
Yeah, the official video.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh my lord!
Yeah, right.
Oof.
ancestral portal will return you to Dalaran whenever you wish, Farsia. I will keep it open so that you may return here anytime.
I'm starting to think like they really like Mexico.
That's not a Mexican girl.
Yeah, but like the whole Western cowboy thing, like screams.
Oh,
Mexican.
well, yeah. I mean, everyone's got a theme.
Have you ever like seen interviews with the Killers? Like they're genuinely nice dudes.
Not in a long time.
Like those are people like I'm happy they're successful. Man, I'm gonna use my stimulus check to buy some cowboy boots. Oh yeah, I remember showering with eyeliner. Do you?
No. I think it's because this whole album they were cowboys.
Maybe.
Well, have you ever heard of the Muse?
The band?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there's one song in there. It's not really anything to, like about what we're talking about, like good lyrics, but man, does it hit hard for me because it's fuck, they're old.
Subtlety is not a value they hold in high regard.
I got hips, but I'm not a hipster.
To claim it, one must undergo some kind of trial. One must be wood. I'm not a soldier. The new catapults are faster and more powerful than ever before. I have a goblin allies to thank for that.
Just deflecting boomerang.
Yeah.
What a hero.
Man, that Asian girl. She's more endowed than all the other girls.
It's not fair.
Yeah, because she's the only one showing them off. All the other ones don't have it. Also, I think she's the youngest.
Oh. Well, yeah, the other ones don't look.
They don't look that
young
compared to her.
Yeah, everyone else looks like early 30s, late 20s, and she looks like mid 20s. I wouldn't give her late 20s. Look at this boomer.
Here, let me find it.
God damn it. Now I gotta fucking jam to the Killers.
If not slaves to this torment.
Right. Okay, here is my favorite Muse song, and probably one of my favorite songs of all time.
Okay. I gotta pick up Ice Cream. She's the only person I can just jam to music with. Like take a long car ride and just fucking sing in the car.
All right. You got this one going or no?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
Damn it!
Ugh,
Sitting ducks out here.
that riff.
Show yourselves, you cowards!
The Alliance will be upon us soon.
So do you feel like,
We have nowhere to run.
or I don't know how deep you got into it like I did,
I want bat riders in
but
the air and catapults at the ready.
I really like the teen angst rock music genre. I don't know if it's obvious.
Question me, Nathanos. Now go.
I feel like the closest thing we have to an outlet now is like, yeah, there's a couple emo bands, but they're like too deep into it now.
Yeah.
And I think like the only way to get like a similar vibe is to go like into like the indie alt.
Well, yeah, because those bands can't do it anymore because it's just like, who gives a fuck about 30-year-olds complaining about high school problems?
Oh man, that's the most like unsettling thing. Do you remember the band Boys Like Girls?
No.
When they first came out, they had a song and they were like high-pitched, squeaky voice, like, "Oh, what else?" Right, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he hit puberty because like they got famous when he was like 17, and then they had another album when he was like 23 or 22, and his balls dropped. He went from like squeaky emo kid to like Leon Kennedy from RE4.
And he couldn't do it anymore?
No. It's just he couldn't sing his old songs. He came out with new songs. Like I like some of their newer songs. Like once he hit that age, I think his voice sounds better as an adult. But it was definitely one of those things where it's like, oh, you do not sound like the old you. Like I remember I saw Pierce the Veil in concert, and the lead singer, he spoke, and his voice was so goddamn deep. Like, I was like, man, if I was a girl, I'd be pregnant. Like, that's how deep his voice was. Like, I had to respect it.
Okay.
He was like, hey, I want to thank all of you girls for coming to my concert. And I'm like, ugh. Oh my god. It's like hearing Goliath from Gargoyles.
I heard they were gonna make a movie of that.
Of Goliath's voice.
The Gargoyles.
That'd be cool. Yes. They'd ruin it.
I mean, it's Disney. Why wouldn't they ruin it? Okay. For whatever reason, I cannot watch the Gargoyles. I don't know what it is about that show, but I can't watch it again.
There's some amazing quotes from that show. Especially from the villain. Like, the villain was not a Saturday morning cartoon villain.
He was a real villain.
He was an evil son of a bitch. Oh my god.
Do you remember there was an episode where they were playing with a gun and the Mexican girl got shot?
Yeah, the Mexican girl gets shot. There's one where like he legit stabs Goliath and like wounds him.
Yeah.
And Goliath is flying. Goliath is flying around with like a bloody wound, like trying to patch himself up.
Gargoyles. Oh, yeah. Do you remember when they go to the other universe where everyone was a gargoyle?
Gargoyle.
And they get the two dudes get hit on, and they're like, "Whoa, do we got time?" And they're like, "No, we don't got time, but we'll come back though."
We'll come back. We'll be back.
And I was just like, they're just straight up talking about doing it with, because they see some like random like gargoyle girls, and he's just like, "Whoa," because you forget that they're supposed to be like they're the youngest, other than Goliath and the old dude.
Oh yeah, is Is it the nature of humankind to fear what they do not understand?
Yes. I mean, that's how we survived.
I'm trying to find the one that the villain has like a really sick one where it's like you have to do it yourself or something like that. Because he had like an Iron Man suit to fight.
Yeah.
Words of villainy. Gargoyle season 1. Pay a man enough and he'll walk barefoot into hell.
Yes.
Oh. The richer you are, the more enemies you have, and I'm very rich.
That's really good.
Birds gotta fly, fish gotta swim, and wolves gotta hunt.
That
Yeah,
was back
I
when Disney gave a shit about its cartoons.
Yeah. Like, I saw this thing, and it was like, all I want is a Disney movie with a character that's not hot, who doesn't get the girl, who actually, like, has, like, growth, becomes happy at the end, doesn't have everything handed to him and all this stuff. And then it just, like, shows a picture of Hunchback of Notre Dame. And it's like, fuck. That movie is so good.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's like, Brandon, do you only like Hunchback of Notre Dame because it's like underrated? It's like, no, I like it because I know what it feels like to be ugly. Like, even at my best, I only still had like 5 friends ever in my life. Like, at any given moment in my life, I'll never have more than like 5 friends.
And you hate 4 of them.
There's these weird moments where it's like, it's time to be my friend.
To show up without a gift. The apothecaries will have just
He's something. He's an acquaintance. I like Roman, but me and Roman aren't friends. We just play
Yeah,
D&D
you guys
together.
Yeah, you guys are friends.
Like, of the group, it's like the only one who's like my friend is like you and Joe Prime.
Yeah, I said like he's. I gave him the one that you don't hate
Yeah.
because I know better.
Yeah. And then Ice Queen. And that's about all I got. And I call her Ice Queen.
Yep. But there's the other thing too is that half of it isn't because you're ugly. The other half is because you're an asshole.
Nah, that was grown.
a beast in a hat is still
That was something I learned.
I mean, that doesn't take away from the reason.
No, because that means back when I was nice, I was still Quasimodo'd.
mixture in these vials is extremely
Sure.
volatile.
I was pretty Quasimodo'd.
There's no containing it.
I want to get to level 40 before I bail, go to sleep.
Basically, there was this time in my life where
Before long, the ship
I didn't really have a growth spurt till like the middle of high school. So like I was like 4'6" in high school,
the vials are in place.
kind of fat,
One here, I will
braces,
kill
glasses,
personally.
straight A's, and I got picked on like a lot. I was like one beating away from school shooter. Like, that's how weird it got. No, but eventually I started working out, and then that's about it.
Oh wow, that's hilarious.
But
I was talking to, or I was helping this NPC talk to like a big Gron,
Mhm.
and he was just like, "It's working," and the Gron just like smashes him into
Blood.
no, he's just skeleton, and I'm like, cool. I get his hat though.
Get closer.
Where you go, they will follow. Oh, okay. I was like, did you get an achievement for like jacking his hat? Oh, okay.
I do not have a target.
Yeah, so keep talking about how depressed and shitty you were.
No, it's fine. Sometimes when I talk about that stuff, I think of that scene from The Wedding Singer where like
I need to target something first.
the guy's like, "Hey, you're the guy whose like wife walked out at him at the wedding and like went crazy, right?" And he goes, "Yeah, you know my parents died when I was 8 years old. You want to talk about that too?" And the guy goes, "Why would I want to talk about that?" And he goes, "I don't know." Like with sarcasm. Like, "Hey, I have this bleeding wound in my chest. You want to fucking poke it, you fucking dick?" You
I do not
fucking-
have a target. I require a target.
Oh, I still hate people. That's one of those things where it's like the extent of that depression goes into. Yeah, I have a lot of walls, and the only reason like a person like you could ever be my friend
I do not have a target.
is because at least you're honest with me.
What do you mean?
There's no bullshit with you.
Yeah, sure.
You're like, I lie to you all the time. No, but I
But
know how you feel.
I know you're lying.
Yeah. If that makes sense. It's like that thing. The
Out of range.
I can't wait to be at your funeral knowing there's some way for me to stop it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about my best friend.
Yeah, the only reason why I would stop it is because if I knew you were gonna write a suicide note and I was in it, and be like, I can't have that.
I can't
That's
have that
evidence.
blemish.
Yeah, that's evidence.
That's gonna look bad on me.
Yeah.
Stop holding back, old real you. There you are.
I am out of range.
I don't need that red mark. Where? I beat Gen Greymane. Where the hell did he go? Oh god. He just disappeared. And then he cutscene. You ever punch a man so hard he turns into a cutscene?
In this game, multiple times.
Yeah, you know what? I think about it.
Good day for flying. Good luck out there. This ought to be good. What now? Dark Lady watch over you.
I just got an alert on my phone and it was like a sports update, like, hey, here's the scores for the basketball games yesterday. And all I can say is like there's one type of person almost as bad as a Karen.
Uh-huh.
And that is the sports nut.
Yeah.
What do you mean I can't watch my basketball game? Like, you can't.
I have
You
nothing
can't
else
do that.
going for me in my life.
Yeah, this is the most important thing. I live for this basketball game.
Because everything else is terrible in my life.
I had a guy cussing me out because his sports game wasn't working or whatever. And I go, I'm sorry, I bet it's a really important game. I'm sorry that you missed that, right? And he goes, well, it's part of like a tournament and it's just one game, so there's other games. Like, it's still really fucked up. And I'm like, it's not even the big game. Like, it's not the Super Bowl that you're yelling me at this about. You're pissed off over like an exhibition match or something. I know March Madness is a big thing or whatever, but 'cause I know what it is, but it's like it's not even your team playing. Like fuck you, dude.
Oh, I'm at that quest where you find the guy in Gorgron where he's just like, kill me. I don't want to live with the memories of my men getting eaten alive over and over again in front of me.
Yeah.
When WoW quests were dark.
Dude, WoW quests were always dark.
What?
WoW quests? No, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, because they used to be dark. Now they're not like that anymore.
I just watched my whole family get eaten by ghouls. That was a good one.
The BFA one we watched?
No, I'm talking about back in like Wrath. Did you ever do those quest lines?
Yeah, but then it's fucking a long time ago, man.
If I remember correctly, I think there's one where like Deathwing burns down a village, and it's like, I guess we'll rebuild. Well, all right, I'm gonna call it here.
All right, man.
It's late.